Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes' damn soul. And Cody Rhodes is focused on WrestleMania. See this? He's got more important things to worry about. What the hell is... Wait a minute! Oh, what the hell? What? What in the hell is going on? John... The Rock just made some kind of signal to John Cena. Oh, they're gone. What the hell is going on? It's Cena. If The Rock couldn't have Cody Rhodes.
Yo, the word life. This is basic thugonomics, but this ain't a throwback. It's a twisted kind of homage. Y'all forgot who I was. Let me jog your memory. The doctor's back, but this time it's for the legacy. I'm untouchable, but y'all still feeling me lose. Been once since 2018, now I'm paying my dues. But I don't lay down, nah, I rise and refuse. You see defeat, I see the fire reignite in my shoes. It's my time now,
Don't do it, John, what the hell?
This the last time is now, so I'm going all out. No more hustle, respect's out the door with the grind. Loyalty to myself, I'm done falling behind. Y'all wrote me off, said I couldn't hang in this game, but every loss I took just fueled the rage in my veins. I ain't your hero, I ain't your savior no more. I'm the cold steel truth, and I'm settling scores. You can't see me, now you're just blinded by fear. But the last thing you'll see is me standing right here. This my farewell tour, so I'm taking my bow. I'm done waiting for my time. The last time is now. Yeah, the last time is now. You hear that sound? It's the end of an era when I lay you down. No coming back, no second rounds. This is my final shot, and I'm taking the crown.
Oh, God! What the hell has The Rock done to Cena?
I used to fight for the kids, I used to smile in pain, but now I fight for myself. I'm off the chain. You can't see the sucks, yeah, you made that clear, but you'll miss me when I'm gone, so shed that tear. For the kids, I used to smile in pain, but now I fight for myself. I'm off the chain. You chant, Cena sucks, yeah, you made that clear, but you'll miss me when I'm gone, so shed that tear. I'm the franchise, baby, the face that you hate, but without me in this ring.
Unbelievable last night when John Cena finally turned Cena. This Monday night, has The Rock put an evil spell on John Cena, or has John Cena sold his soul to the devil himself? Find out on Raw Netflix this Monday night. Why, Cena, why? This time, Cena made a wish. Like, you know, this time, Cena made a wish. Commentary dropped the ball last night big time, which I talked about. Unfortunately, commentary, dropped the ball. I know that a lot of times you try to leave silence and you try to be quiet so that they can, what's happening can just kind of transpire in front of you and there's not someone screaming every second. And I think that should be the way it is for most of it. But I think you should jump in to add a few little things here or there. And, Pat McAfee jumped in and was really terrible. Michael Cole was really kind of just lost what to do but say all the tropes. It seemed weird to say anything because how can you be more shocked about this than anything else you've ever seen? It's hard to figure it out. Because it's the most shocking thing ever, so how do you call that? I would have rather, the commentary had said things like, what the hell is The Rock offered Cena that's so damn good that Cena would give up his damn soul. What the hell is this? I don't believe it. I don't believe that Cena would sell his soul to The Rock. Well, you better believe it, Cole, because what the hell are we seeing? That sort of thing. But we got none of that, and the Rolex was forgotten. Like, oh, he's hitting him with brass knucks, So, from a person who really, I love getting excited in the moment. So, from a perspective of a person like that, like myself, I didn't really love the, the commentary. It was all right, but it could have been better. Could have been a lot better. I thought when The Rock said, and listen, I've called a lot of things live. I thought when The Rock said, you're going to die, when he said the dream dies again, I was like, wow. And the fact that I just thought that there should have been audio over that, some comment. And I know some people don't like commentary. They don't like the, JR or whatever, but I do. I like Vince McMahon, JR, Gorilla Monsoon going back in the day, to when guys like that would make a few comments here or there. They don't have to overshadow what's going on. It's annoying when an announcer is screaming over everything while something's developing. I think there were times where JR overdid that, but I think I think they wanted him to. And I think this was a time to be more quiet, for sure. But there were just some things where it was when he said, the dream dies again, and then there was a long pause, he was like, the dream dies again, and then there was a zoom in and a silence, and there was a long silence, and the long silence is kind of what I'm talking about. If I can pull that up. Is this it?
Why?
No, that's not it. I'm gonna have examples. I have lots of examples. This is amazing though. John Cena is finally heel. We talked I rambled as much as I could last night on it. Oh, here it is.
He's got more.
Here it is. So this is where The Rock says,
I need your soul.
The dream dies again.
Dies.
Now, there's no commentary over this on the regular thing.
If your answer is no, then tonight, the dream dies. Again.
I don't like this. So that was the live stream when that was my feed from last night when we were reacting to it. And I had the raw audio, but it's when you add that up, when you go back and you listen to it, you're like, there's just dead silence for a long time, and you're like, that's a lot of silence.
The final ball.
It's just dead silence. And, I think a comment, Like, come on. Just a comment like that. A simple comment, come on. Like, oh my God. That sort of thing.
New subscriber.
I think that would have really helped out. Oh, we got Anasudo Chigozi just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. I'll get my thing up there, my donation thing up there. Got a bit of a headache, but we're rolling, baby. I want to hear what people have to say about Cena. Some people weren't here last night, couldn't be here. Some people, went right to bed, that sort of thing. So we want to, I want to get a chance to see everybody's kind of take on a lot of things. We got the Hollywood World Order coming out, HWO. Let me see if this is the, this might be the clip I was looking for, but I'm not sure. There's a couple of them. No. Yeah, but the dream dies again. He just sort of says it, and there's no commentary whatsoever. I think WWE put the whole thing up. So let me just fetch some audio here. You got to be careful with the WWE audio, but it's like there's no, there's just not a lot of commentary there, and I feel like there really could be.
I want your soul.
Here it is. Dream dies again.
The dream dies.
Here it is.
Again.
But and then after that, it was just a long lag, and then they missed the watch. I really can't believe the whole watch story is so kind of important, that they've been telling for years. And Michael Cole thought it was brass knucks. And when he said brass knucks, that made me think it was brass knucks too. I was like, oh, it's brass knucks, okay. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, isn't that the watch? And then Pat McAfee goes, it's a Rolex, Cole. And it was like, oh, okay, thank God. Well, at least he noticed. But then they never realized what Rolex it is. It's like that. It's just funny that they had that whole story and that whole idea with the Rolex. It's a minimal thing in the end. You can still go back later and start building that up. It's actually not that big a deal. It really isn't when you think about it. But, I mean, it kind of is. But I understand. I've done that before with things and then been like, oh, damn it, we missed it. But it was pretty important. I just thought the commentary was poor. But everything else was so good. Well done. It's got to be one of the best, it's one of the best shows. How are you going to top that show this year? I don't think you can. I mean, granted, the wrestling, yeah, you could probably top the wrestling somehow, right? Like the wrestling of the night, you could maybe top that. Like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens went out and had a really fun, good match. The women had probably one of the best Elimination Chamber matches the women have ever had. The men had a really good Elimination Chamber as well. So that's 3 matches right there that are like solid. You could go back and watch those again. 3 matches that are worth kind of watching again. And then on top of it, what happened at the end, though, cannot be replicated. You'll never be able to replicate that again. They took a hell of a chance by bringing Travis Scott out there, a guy that you don't really know what he's going to do. And based on how he behaved out there, he was a little roguish out there, like not fully sure of what he was doing. But, like, it did. It reminded me of that Dennis Rodman stuff. Like, you never knew what Dennis Rodman, the fucking guy, was going to do. Yet he was out there with the NWO. And I feel like this was, whether they meant for that to seem like that or not, it was very reminiscent of that. They get a name out there in front of everything. And he did well. I mean, he did punch Cody Rhodes in the face for real, it looked like, which, hey, that just adds to it. I say, fuck it. But, he was a little awkward, a little bit strange out there. But I liked that it was different because it felt surreal because of that. If it was just Cena and The Rock, I mean, I guess you could make an argument either way, but I think it was a risk to put him out there. He could have done something weird or weirder than what he was doing. Like, he was a little weird with the sage thing. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but it definitely does feel like The Rock just said to a friend or somebody like, yo, Travis, man, why don't you come out there with me when we do this thing? And then he's like, cool, man. Yeah, I'll be there. Like, that'd be cool. Like, it's like, that's sort of a scary thing to say. Triple H has been doing that, though, too, with influencers and people. But, I mean, this was a big, this is one of the biggest moments in wrestling history, and this is the biggest moment, almost probably, in wrestling history of the last, 10 years, 20 years. This is a new generation's, Hogan. I mean, the only thing that's, a little bit kind of like disappointing about this at all is the fact that, Cena is a part-timer and so isn't The Rock. And you've got such heat and craziness going on and such a big turn in these guys, we don't know how much longer they'll really be around for, but, where when Hogan did it, I mean, he was running the show for week after week for years. So that's the only thing. But it is some version of that big moment, like in time in wrestling. If you're younger, this is huge for you. You're a younger fan. If you're under 30 years old, this is massive. Especially if you're even younger than that, like you're 25 years old, that means that, you started watching wrestling around the 2000s when Cena showed up and have been with that since forever. And so all you've ever known is Cena face. So this is huge for people like that. Like, this is a massive thing. And for a lot of other people who are older, it's more of like a smiley thing, like you're actually probably clapping and smiling. Other people are like, wow. It's everybody's got different reactions to it, but it's overall going to be received well. You can't really hurt John Cena's merch because no matter what merch they put out for Cena because of this, people are going to buy it. And if they put out some kind of heel merch for Cena, people are going to buy it. Like, his merch is going to do crazy shit because people are going to buy it. Like, John Cena's merch was still really good. Even though Cody Rhodes is like one of the best-selling merch guys in the company, that's why they're not going to turn Cody Rhodes heel. Cody Rhodes is the top merch guy. You never turn the top merch guy. That's why they never turned Cena, because Cena was the top merch everything. Make-A-Wish, merch, whatever. Tonight I made a wish and it came true. John Cena made his first wish. Did The Rock. It's like, look, this, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. Monday on Raw on Netflix. Did The Rock cast an evil spell on John Cena? Or did John Cena willingly sell his soul to The Rock? Why did Cena turn his back after 20 years on the WWE audience on Cody Rhodes? Is this a satanic mind game from which there's no escape? Is the Hollywood world order taking over the WWE? What the hell was Travis Scott smoking? Raw, Monday night. I don't know. He's got sage. I mean, Pat McAfee was obsessed with the sage. Pat McAfee was loving it. He was like, we're going to put over the sage like you wouldn't believe. Which is, I don't know. Hornswoggle is the third guy. I think Travis Scott's the third guy. I thought the women did a good job. I don't know. Some people said they skipped the women's elimination chamber and stuff, and people were saying that. I thought that was crazy. I was like, what? That's like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but I mean, like, the women, they had one of the best elimination chambers the women ever had. I mean, what? You skipped that? You skipped this one? This is the one you skipped? I'm shocked that people said that. I mean, I like, okay, I get it. If you don't like the women's matches, I mean, obviously the Trish one was not great. It was just it was just like, hey, Trish is in the ring again, But I mean, that women's elimination chamber was great. And, one of the reasons why I thought Bianca Belair would be great against Rhea Ripley was because she's the best wrestler. Liv Morgan makes sense with the whole rivalry, but, are they going to bring that up again and have this last feud at WrestleMania? Okay, that makes sense. That's why I picked Liv. But in my brain, I was like, but I hope you know, it would be good if it was Bianca, because then you'll probably get one of the better wrestling matches, because Bianca is so good in the ring. So Bianca and Rhea Ripley should theoretically, you know,
You raised a piece of shit.
put on a real good match.
Loved the ending. Cena reminded me of an ex-boyfriend I had. He turned on me very much like Cena turned on Cody. Do you think Cena will turn on The Rock after Mania?
Thank you, Sammy Bear King. I guess that depends on if Cena is under some kind of a spell, which a lot of people don't think he is, and I don't know. I don't think so, really. But there is that little bit of evidence that there's some kind of spell going on. Now, I know that's crazy and probably not true, but like there is a little bit of that evidence, you know. Like, and it's because, you know, I don't think I don't know. I don't know what Cena's gonna do. I'm sure that he'll go back. And that's another reason why people think like maybe there's some kind of a spell going on here, because before Cena hugs Cody Rhodes, so let's just break it down. Before Cena hugs Cody Rhodes, Travis Scott like pours sage all over him, like he's like doing this up and down all over John Cena with the sage, and Cena's like, "What are you doing?" almost, and then after that happens, Cena is looking at The Rock as he's hugging Cody, but I just think this is like a command. You know, it really just plays as a command. The Rock's like making a command to Cena, like, "Yep, now we're gonna do it now." But it's so out of character for Cena that's why people think that it's something else. It's hard to almost get into that. So The Rock looks at Cena. Cena's kind of like, you know, but before The Rock ever makes the gesture, Cena's face already kind of changes into this sort of trance look. I mean, this is people really going out there, you know. But then The Rock, of course, makes the kill sign. And when The Rock, after The Rock makes the kill sign, it's not that makes you think this. It's after the completion of the drawn-out face / sign. The Rock then puts his fingers to his lips, to almost like a kiss of death type of thing. Almost like he's about to blow some kind of powder or something at Cena. And he does. He kind of goes, and then he goes, like he blows a kiss to Cena almost, or releases something to Cena. So there's people that really think that this is some kind of voodoo hex that The Rock, you know, has on Cena. And I think that if Travis Scott wasn't going around, you know, shaking this sage all over everybody like he's doing some kind of voodoo shit, that probably nobody would think this. But because Travis Scott was doing this weird constant stuff where he's dumping sage on everybody, and then the combination with The Rock sort of making this gesture here, people really think that, you know, there might be some kind of voodoo hex on Cena. Which, if there was some kind of voodoo hex on Cena, and he was like unstoppable, and they figured this out, and eventually he came out of it, you know, then he would turn on The Rock, and he would, and he whatever, and then maybe Cody Rhodes would win the title back, or keep the title, or whatever you want to call it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't think so. I think that would be a risky thing to do, that type of story, but it would allow John Cena to get back to being face again pretty quickly before his run is over, if that makes sense. But maybe there's something bigger here going on that we don't know about, or maybe this is obviously kind of a, somebody said in the chat, a crackpot theory, and yeah, it's kind of a crackpot theory maybe, but there's some let me put it to you this way. Somebody in the chat mentioned it. I thought about it while watching live. I thought about it live. I said it to you guys. Somebody in the chat even said that they thought that's what was going on. And then I showed this to my wife. And my wife goes, "Oh, he's like putting a spell on him or something. This other guy's doing some weird thing, and then he's like put a spell on him, and I'm like, what? You got that out of this? So I was like, wow, okay. So my wife thought that for some reason, and I'm like, you really think that that's what's going on here? She goes, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Otherwise, he just all of a sudden goes. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, other people have turned heel all the time for no real reason, seemingly other than power or motivation. And that's happened for years and years and years. And they weren't under a voodoo hex. I don't. But so I understand the theory, and I think it's possible, but I don't think so. Like, I would say 70% it's just a regular heel turn. Cena's with The Rock. But I do think there's a 30% chance that it has something to do with this Sage and Travis Scott. Otherwise, why is Travis Scott really out there? Think about that. That's the other thing. People keep saying, why is Travis Scott out there? Why is he there? Like, even if it's just for attention and stuff like that, why is he there? And so you think, so Travis Scott's just out there to look cool and sort of help get it over and pass it around? Okay, that could be it. Could be it. But maybe he really actually has a purpose. So this is out the window. This is some Undertaker type of shit. But I do want to bring it up. I do want to talk about it because I thought about it. My wife said it, and somebody in the chat mentioned it too. So everybody with it, at least kind of blinking in your mind, there's a reason. So I don't think that's the case. Like I said, 70-30. I think it's just a regular heel turn, and people are looking way too deep into it, potentially. But, I think we're probably looking too deep into it. But it's got to be said. It's got to be mentioned because it's something that did, appear. So, Travis Scott, the rapper, witch doctor now. Yeah. But they're also playing in on the whole conspiracy theories of Hollywood and The Rock. People said The Rock is, that Oprah and The Rock want your soul and all that sort of stuff back when The Rock and Oprah were doing that thing. I think that that's what made The Rock think about this, quite honestly. And, everybody thought The Rock was involved in some Hollywood ritual stuff. And so that's what makes me, they're really playing into that quite a bit with this. Obviously, we're playing way into it. Sammy Bear King. Sammy Bear King, thank you for the $4. I didn't put the donation link up. My bad. I'll put it up now. Got a raging headache, but we're still here. There's the dono link. My bad. What's up, Ghost? Yeah, it wasn't sage. It was probably like angel dust laced weed. Who knows what they could have laced it in? With Travis Scott. Ooh, looking hot. What's up, hottie? Oh, my God. Why do you do this to me? What do you mean you're hungry and thirsty? There's plenty. No, let me get a photo of you. Look at you. You're so pretty in the morning. I can't take it. Even though it's 2 p.m. right now. What's up? I think my mom... What do you want then? What do you need? We don't have... There's no orange juice up there? In the fridge? Well, I should text my mom about the orange juice. I'll text her. Let me know if you need anything. My wife just came down. Oh, man. Young Amerta. Let's not forget Travis Scott concert that got all those people killed. Oh, yeah. That's right. We talked about that last night. I didn't know that was him. So, yeah. I mean, you can really play into this this devil type of stuff with them. I mean, you don't necessarily have to say there's some kind of voodoo hex on Cena for that. You can just play into the, Hollywood elite villains. I don't really think that the press conference after the show should have happened. I can't believe that they come on 5 minutes later and say, hey, it's all, guess what? It's all fake. You know, and you know what's funny? Remember when WWE said I couldn't be on commentary because I swore sometimes? They watched the wrong commentary that I did, and the Road Dogg said, "Wow, Joe swears a lot. You can't have that." But yet they'll bring in people that have died and all these other things. And Michael Cole said shit last night. They're saying fuck, shit, piss, everything. It's just funny. Like, just what a fake thing. China couldn't be in the Hall of Fame because they might look up her OnlyFans or her porn. But everybody's got an OnlyFans now. It's just funny. It's ridiculous. The real villain was The Rock's outfit. Yeah, The Rock was dressed like Elvis and Satan last night. Like, if Elvis died and went to hell, The Rock was dressed like satanic Elvis. I kept thinking that. I'm like, dude, he's satanic Elvis. The hell is this? Absolutely satanic Elvis. Does he ditch the jorts now? That's the other thing people want to know. Will John Cena ditch the jorts? Kind of amazing that, that Raw isn't till tomorrow. It should be tonight, but pay-per-views are on Saturday, which is just crazy to me. And I'll tell you, the headache is real that I have right now. It is a bad headache. I should have taken loads of ibuprofen before coming on. But there's going to be a lot to sort of talk about and to make. Like, I'm going to make a video on this whole voodoo thing. I'm going to make a video on some other ideas. I have a couple other things in my head. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, as it pertains to this stuff. And I'm going to I might even be live again later tonight. To kind of break down more stuff, because I was going to do a lot this afternoon, but, with the headache kicking in all of a sudden, I feel like, I won't last too long on here. Dress shorts. Hollywood Hogan was basically a part-timer. He only wrestled 10, 15 matches a year. Yeah, but, I mean, he was on most episodes of Nitro every week, though. That's the thing. He might not have wrestled, like, in big matches every night, which made it good. But almost every Monday, Hulk Hogan came out there with his posse in the NWO, and they all got in the ring, and they were, like, talking trash. So, yeah, Drew got fruit roll-up the last night, again. No, Red 5. It's a long story, Red 5. No, I've been to, NXT, I was basically tried out at one point, brought in, and then another time I was, the Road Dogg sent my stuff to Michael Cole, which is weird because, I had agreed to never really talk about that or tell anybody that, but then he told everybody that, so I don't know what you're doing, Road Dogg, but it's funny. That's one of those things where, like, well, I won't tell anybody, about it. You don't talk about stuff like that on the show, really. And then he told everybody, like, multiple times. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I can talk about it. But, so Vic Joseph beat me out the first time. And then the second time, Road Dogg was like, let me give your stuff to Michael Cole because he's like, all I can tell you is Road Dogg is a sweetheart. Road Dogg loves me. I love Road Dogg. We love each other. He hates me too, but Road Dogg hates and loves me. But from what I can understand, Road Dogg, unless he's lying to me, which he could be, Road Dogg was like, you should be doing commentary. But he gave it to, he gave it to Cole, and then they were like, wow, we can't hire this guy. He swears like crazy. And so my thing is, he actually gave Road Dogg actually gave Michael Cole, I think, like, my joke commentary, because I have some joking commentary where, like, I'm like doing commentary, like, as a crazy person. And I'm like, oh, he broke his fucking neck. My God, I'm over the top and I'm swearing and stuff. And it's a joke on YouTube. So, but I have a reel of professional commentary that I have. And I sent the link to that, and I almost think he just sort of told Cole to check out this guy. And I think Cole checked me out and saw my videos of me, like, just being, like, swearing and yelling and stuff. And Cole's like, I mean, he's pretty good, and that's crazy, but, like, we can't hire this. Like, what the hell is, So that's the joke, is that, like, first Vic Joseph beat me out. And because I'm shorter than he is. And then Road Dogg, I believe, sent the wrong commentary to Michael Cole. At least that's what I believe. And now I'm 40 years old and I'll never be able to do it. So too bad.
To work the next day is understandable.
Shout out to Darren Staley.
Where is it here? It's here somewhere.
I actually sent one of his to Michael Cole and Michael.
Oh, here it is.
As you six Bubba Ray on him.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Joe does some commentary for some independent, for some independent organizations. I think it's up in the Northeast. I guess I don't know as much about Joe as I thought I did. For
best
sure,
friends, right?
Or either I know more than I need to. But
yep.
He does a lot of it, and he's really good. But he cusses a ton, and so it's like I actually sent one of his to Michael Cole, and Michael Cole's like, God darn, you can't. Half of his stuff is effing this and son of that, and so anyway.
Double-edged sword.
So like, I don't necessarily buy that excuse as to why I'm not able to do commentary, because like I've got so much commentary up that there's no swearing, and also that like Travis Scott swears in all his rap stuff, but he's there. The Rock kills people in movies, but he's there. Me joking on fake commentary, swearing, I obviously wouldn't do that in real commentary. So like I don't really buy that. It's got to be something else that we don't know about. But yeah, so I mean, what have I been doing commentary for 15 years? And so it just won't happen. But
if you smell what demonic Hollywood is cooking, it's cooking babies, adrenochrome.
Oh, the Rock's here.
The
The Rock is here already.
So give me the both,
and he's coming for your damn soul.
Want your soul, then the Rock. He wants your
Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the laser lights. God, I lost my voice last night. The lasers coming from the Rock's eyes.
Joey, do you like saunas? Can I send you a gift certificate for a free sauna and massage? I've partnered with my yoga instructor and we're opening up a place soon. It'll be called Small Body Care. I'm not licensed but have been practicing at the park.
Oh my God. What the hell? Leonard Kitty Kisser. Oh my God, Leonard Kitty Kisser. That's ridiculous. All they had to do is ask you not to cuss. That's ridiculous. Cody just told The Rock to F himself on TV. Yeah. That's why I don't buy it, man. That's why it's probably something else. It's probably something else that they don't like. Hey, Leonard Kitty Kisser, as gross as that is, thank you for the $10. I'll sell my soul to you for donations, I got laid off 2 weeks ago. I got screwed out of the job I thought I had last week. And I need to make $2,000 by March 15th. So, Leonard Kitty Kisser, if you want me to do something unspeakable and unheard of, Leonard Kitty Kisser, I will do it for you. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Do you want one of my children? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you are? You sick son of a bitch? Is that what you're telling me? You want one of my kids? because I'm willing to talk. I'm just kidding. But no, Leonard Kitty Kisser, thank you. But seriously, I will sell you my soul, Leonard Kitty Kisser, just so you know. I will do anything for you, Leonard Kitty Kisser. I will, I'll get binoculars and well, we won't say it on air what we'll do, but you're a sick bastard, but that's okay. Leonard Kitty Kisser funding the show like crazy. Sad last days for Make-A-Wish, says Mastodon. Oh, my God. You imagine that? Sad last days for Make-A-Wish. Imagine if John Cena came out and said, this time I made a wish. My time to make a wish. I made a wish. I wish to break Cody's heart on the grandest stage of them all. Travis Carden says, Joe, who will next to turn? There should be one more person. Wow, really? If somebody else was going to turn, it would be Seth. I mean, Seth already looks like a demon Lady Gaga anyway, right? So it probably should be Seth Rollins because he looks like a fucking demon. He looks like Lady Gaga's satanic psychopath. In fact, that's about all they're missing out there is Gaga. You know, it'd be funny if they said that. I don't think they want to bring Make-A-Wish into it. You know, I just think that that's sort of like, I feel like that's an ill taste that they don't want to have. You know, like a poor taste thing that they feel. I almost think that they don't want to start using Make-A-Wish as part of the storyline. I mean, maybe you could mention it if you happen to accidentally mention it, like, oh, you know, all the wishes he's granted, all the things he's done. You could say that, but I don't think they want to drag in the organization. Like, you know, these are sick, dying children. I don't think they want to, you know, bring that into it. Could I see, like,
if you smell what demonic
oh, not again.
Cooking,
my God, again.
Babies, adrenochrome, brandy and Cody, you'll mix, baby, will do.
It's The Rock is
so
here
give
again.
Me the both of you. The Rock wants your soul. Then The Rock wants your roll. The Rock. Then The Rock.
We started with 3 fingers, then The Rock held up 2 last night. Who is the final person to join The Rock?
Great point. Last night, when The Rock last time had held up the 3 fingers, he did this, and then this happened, and then The Rock last night after he blew the kiss to John Cena, like he did this, and then he went like that to John Cena. So 3, 2, 1. Who's the one? Right? So that's what he's talking about. So that was going to be part of my video that I was going to break down this whole sort of voodoo hex, weird signaling that The Rock is doing, this Illuminati Hollywood type of stuff that they're doing. And make no mistake about it, they're doing it. They're doing that. Like, these are signals. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. This is like satanic ritual type of Hollywood stuff, but they're doing it in a wrestling way. And you could say, well, no, this is just a wrestling angle that they always do stuff like this. But The Rock is signaling things and doing this stuff. And it's satanic stuff that Hollywood does. I used to think that was so stupid. When somebody said that, you know, like Alex Jones or somebody was like, satanic Hollywood, you know, they're drinking the baby blood and they're doing this stuff. They really are. Not all of them, and it doesn't always mean it's real and authentic and really what's going on. But they're doing stuff. And there's symbolism in all these things, in many things. And so The Rock is bringing that into this wrestling story, and you're seeing it. So it could be Seth Rollins. It could be Roman. Maybe Roman's going to go back to The Rock. But it could be Roman that helps Cody. I obviously we all think that they're going to set up Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Whether that happens soon or at SummerSlam or at the next WrestleMania, clearly you would think they're setting up Roman Reigns and The Rock, and so Cody doesn't have a friend left type of thing, and so the other one could be Seth Rollins. It could be Drew McIntyre. It could be Drew McIntyre. You're right. It really could be Drew because Drew keeps losing and keeps getting rolled up and sucks. And John Cena was on a losing streak. Drew McIntyre was on a losing streak. And now it could be Drew and Seth. It could be Dr. Fauci. You're right. Dr. Fauci could be the third member. That's true. Jamie Foxx talked about it. Definitely chose Travis Scott for that reason. Yeah, I mean, and Travis Scott sees like he's doing some kind of voodoo hex on everybody. Pretty crazy. It's punk, says Travis Carden. Travis, thank you for the $10, man. Leonard Kitty Kisser, thank you as well. Sammy Bear King as well. I need to take some ibuprofen, man. Let me take some ibuprofen because I'm not done, man. I got a lot of things to... I feel like we got a lot to cover here. So, yeah, let me grab some ibuprofen really quickly. Give me 2 seconds to grab ibuprofen, baby. Everybody in the chat, what do you think? Who's the next member? How many members are there going to be? Like, give it to me real quick while I grab this ibuprofen. Tonight, without Cody Rhodes' damn soul. And Cody Rhodes is focused on WrestleMania. See this? He's got more important things to worry about. What the hell is... Wait a minute! Oh, what the hell? What? What in the hell is going on? John, The Rock just made some kind of signal to John Cena. Oh, they're gone! What the hell is going on? If Cena... If The Rock couldn't have Cody Rhodes...
Yo, the word life. This is basic thugonomics, but this ain't a throwback, it's a twisted kind of homage. Y'all forgot who I was, let me jog your memory. The doctor's back, but this time it's for the legacy. I'm untouchable, but y'all still feeling me lose. Been once since 2018, now I'm paying my dues. But I don't lay down, nah, I rise and refuse. You see defeat, I see the fire reigniting my shoes. It's my time now, but the clock's running out. This the last time is now, so I'm going all out. No more hustle, respect's out the door with the grind. Loyalty to myself, I'm done falling behind. Y'all wrote me off, said I couldn't hang in this game, but every loss I took just fueled the rage in my veins. I ain't your hero, I ain't your savior no more. I'm the cold steel truth, and I'm settling scores. You can't see me, now you're just blinded by fear. But the last thing you'll see is me standing right here. This my farewell tour, so I'm taking my bow. I'm done waiting for my time, the last time is now. Yeah, the last time is now, you hear that sound? It's the end of an era when I lay you down. No coming back, no second rounds. This is my final shot, and I'm taking the crown.
Oh, God! What the hell has The Rock done to Cena?
I used to fight for the kids, I used to smile in pain, but now I fight for myself. I'm off the chain. You chant, Cena sucks, yeah, you made that clear, but you'll miss me when I'm gone, so shed that tear. I'm the franchise, baby, the face that you hate, but without me in this
What the hell has The Rock done to John Cena? What has he offered him that would make John Cena do this after 20 years?
Could be crazy. Pretty wild last night. So wild that I think I yelled so much that like I squeezed my head and my blood pressure's crazy. So wild, man.
This is my final shot, and I'm taking the crown.
Oh, God! What the hell has The Rock done to Cena?
I used to fight for the kids. I used to smile in pain, but now I fight for myself. I'm off the chain. You chant, Cena sucks, yeah, you made that clear. But you'll miss me when I'm gone, so shed that tear. I'm the franchise, baby, the face that you hate. But without me in this ring,
Good Lord, do I have a headache. I just took so many drugs. I took so many drugs. Travis Scott's gonna have to put Sage on me to wake me out of this. Kid Rock song, yeah. Is that a Kid Rock song? Yeah, it could be. It's Hollywood Thuganomics. It's Hollywood Thuganomics. King Hueco Mundo, what's up, man? Stone Cold Stunner on the Rock. Rock has more intriguing storylines than Triple H. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, Triple H has a pretty good one now. If he ever comes back, you're like, is he going to survive this match? It's not like they didn't do satanic rituals in WWE before. Yeah, exactly. This is like a... I mean, I don't even necessarily think they're doing that, but they should be. I think they are. I mean, The Rock seems to be signaling it, certainly. And the other thing is, if they do it, it's such a high level, such a corporate elite Illuminati, you know, corporate elite Illuminati type of level that it's really. I think that's brilliant if that's what they do. So I hope that is where they're going with everything, because this is an opportunity now. And by the way, if they weren't thinking about doing that, they should right now, because the signs are all there. People are starting to talk about it. But again, The Rock with the 3 fingers. When was the time? What show was it when The Rock held up the 3 fingers? What was that again? The first time he did that? Does anybody remember the first time he did that? The Rock did the 3 fingers, which was like to signal, allegedly was to signal John Cena to me. I mean, we thought it was 3, like, okay, 3 John Cena, OK symbol, it's the KKK symbol, guys. You're a racist. Remember when that was a thing? Fucking idiots. Yeah. Dr. Fauci would be a good third member. Oh, it was Bad Blood. Okay, yeah, so Bad Blood. So Bad Blood was the 3. And tonight was the 2. It was clearly as day. He went, and blew a kiss to John Cena. Then it was 2. So, is there a 1 coming? Is there a 1 more coming? And a lot of people thought the 3 was the Cena thing. Rock did the 3 fingers. Bring in Triple H, Ultimate Heel Faction. Triple H, Double H. You wonder if it means anything. But it's like brilliantly adding up if that's the case, right? I think there's a lot of room to do a lot of different things. Oh shit. Travis coming in with the fecal matter.
On the floor, but it's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. It's okay, I am a horse. My fecal matters on the floor. And on the floor.
Wow, Travis, thank you, brother.
Do you think last night was the shift away from PG?
No, because people keep saying that, right? Every time this happens, people say, "Oh my God, they're getting away from PG. There's no more PG. It's not going to be PG." What we have for proof over the last, 5 years, but especially the last 2 or 3 years, right, has been these spikes of moments that aren't PG. So WWE is this sort of like ever evolving thing that's going on, where it's always changing. We're mostly PG. It's mostly sticking to PG. That way people know what to expect, but it's not afraid to dip out of it, right? So if this, it's PG. Let me see if I can draw it up. All right, let me get my Microsoft Paint. Let's get my Microsoft Paint. Okay. Let's see. So here it is. This to me is kind of what's going on. Over the last 3 years, we'll say, since The Rock's been back and since whatever, we'll say every once in a while, somebody can drop a swear on TV or there's blood or something, and it comes up around WrestleMania. Right now, it's almost like only when The Rock's involved, right? So, most of the time they're under the fairly consistently under the PG realm of things, and then. Right? Sometimes, they're in the TV 14 realm. And, this is one of those nights where they dipped into the TV 14 kind of, but it's not much of a dip. And maybe this is wrong. Maybe there's a few times where they're more higher up in the middle here sometimes, but that to me is what they're doing there. It's like it comes back up and goes back down and back, So that's what WWE is. They're a mostly PG, family-friendly company, but once in a while, they kind of dip into the TV 14 and maybe even mature stuff. Not quite mature. I mean, that'd be like if they were doing sex celebrations and you saw boobies and ass and stuff, and they were doing that stuff again, then you'd be up higher. But this is where they're at. It just comes and goes. This is the middle of a year. This is the end of the year. This is like the next year, and once in a while you get it. That's all. That's what it is. That's what it is. There's no set, thing. They're set to PG, but they're slightly above PG now. I would say they're set to slightly above PG, and then once in a while things that are above that happen. So they're definitely a step above, obviously, what they were for a while, from 2009 to 2021 or 22 or whatever it was. I would say 2023, 4, 5 now, they've been a notch above, what they used to be. And it sort of makes it unpredictable in a way. You don't know. One night, all of a sudden, they could do some crazy shit, and you don't want to miss it because they're doing something they don't do often. But then, most of the time, they're back to sort of, hey, this is what we do. This is who we are. This is what we stick to. But you've got to always be the WWE as a corporation. I've mentioned this already, but they've got to be safe, and they've got to always be safer and marketed to family because it allows more people to watch, and they're making so much money that it's not worth risking putting people off and losing people because it's just not worth it for them as a corporation. They're just making so much money. We talked about it in the Attitude Era when people were saying suck it and, tits were coming out and people were doing crazy stuff on the air. I mean, we talked about it. The company was in danger of going out of business. Vince McMahon was not worried to pull out all the stops.
Shit bum.
Who attacked Jade? I'm thinking Bianca.
I don't know. I don't know because Bianca's going to be so busy with Rhea Ripley. I don't think so now. I thought Bianca would be a good one, but it looks like Naomi. She went after Naomi. It's probably Naomi or both of them. If it's not Naomi or both of them, then I thought it was possible that Jade Cargill even did it to herself and she faked it so she could do something. But I do think it's Naomi. It's just Naomi and that's it. She's going to wrestle Naomi. Naomi's going to go heel, I suppose. And that's where we're at. Sith Negan just texted me. Thank you for the donation, man. Aaron Rowland, thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for the donations. I'm sorry that I have such a headache. It's going away, I think. I think the ibuprofen's already working. No doubt about it, John Cena. This is Sith Negan, our biggest patron ever and biggest supporter ever of this show. The God himself, Sith Negan, is texting me. No doubt about it, John Cena becomes...
Shit bomb!
Oh, shit.
Cena keep the jorts? New theme music? I can't wait for his first promo as a heel.
Yeah, we'll see if he's a zombie or if he's going to be, like, talking trash or what exactly he's going to do. So I wonder if he's not going to talk, because the other day at the press conference, him just dropping the mic, you know, I mean, does that foreshadow him basically not speaking and almost being like a disciple? And is The Rock putting them on in a voodoo hex from Travis Scott? What does it mean when The Rock said 3 like this, but did the Cena sign, and now John Cena's turned? And what does it mean when he does the 2? Does that mean anything? Is there someone else to come afterwards? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Very crazy. Very crazy.
If you smell what demonic Hollywood is cooking, it's cooking babies, adrenochrome, brandy and Cody, your mix baby will do. So give me the both of you. The Rock wants your soul, then The Rock wants your home.
The Rock's here.
Then The
I think The Rock offers his assistance to Jey Uso in his match against Gunther. I think Jey Uso turns him down and he gets beat up.
Ooh. That's a great point. I think The Rock offers his assistance to Jey against Gunther, and I think Jey turns him down and then he gets beat up. Okay, maybe. So so we talked about The Rock being kind of like a menace going forward for the rest of the year, or until WrestleMania rather. But yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Very crazy. The Satanist angle. Cena needs to come out in his suits. Yeah, maybe Cena will be coming out in a suit, or maybe he'll just wear all black. Imagine if Cena wrestled in like a black Speedo instead, and John Cena wrestled in The Rock's gear, like the Brahma Bull with the devil horns on it. The Brahma Bull Speedo, John Cena. He like looks ridiculous, like completely different. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it, brother. Cena could come out in trunks to wrestle instead of jorts. Yeah, exactly. Just wrestling in black trunks would be, quite different. Zigga, I typed kind of tongue-in-cheek. I think women get many matches in the PLEs. Well, the women opened up this PLE. I mean, they had the whole Elimination Chamber and then Trish Stratus matches right after that, so they dominated the first hour and a half of the pay-per-view. That's why that guy earlier messaged, he was like,
Super chat party.
Something weird.
We are good now, Joe.
We are good because John Cena is heel. Shout out to the Prototype. The Prototype. There's no doubt about it. There's no other type of hype than the Prototype. Thank you, Prototype, for the $5 super chat. Prototype is a patron as well, by the way. Shout out to you, Prototype. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it, brother. Prototype has been a backstage beast for this show for a while. Cena's promo after this will be interesting. Yeah, it will be. If he cuts one, if he actually cuts one, it will be interesting. I'm just worried about, maybe he doesn't. And if there really is a voodoo hex thing going on, if John Cena doesn't speak until that's over. If that's really what's going on, some kind of weird Illuminati thing, ritual. Hollywood world order, too. I mean, it's almost too good. HWO. Hollywood world order. I love the spot with Liv Morgan whipping her with the hair, yeah. I love when Bianca uses her hair like that. Man, when she whipped that girl at the Mae Young Classic and Jim Ross said, what the hell? It was so good, man. It was like, it is the loudest whip you'll ever hear. If you thought the whip at the Chamber was loud, listen to the one in the Mae Young Classic. It's wild. It's really crazy. Cena gets booed like he did at ECW One Night Stand, maybe, but some people might cheer him because now how people might go the other way with it a little bit. You know what I mean? It depends on how they keep portraying this thing. But I think people have been wanting to boo Cena for forever, right? So they've always wanted to do this. So we'll see if they do it. I think they'll do it in a way that like they're cheering and booing, and they're just having fun playing into the whole thing. So I think that's more of what you'll see, kind of like what we saw last night, where some people were booing and they were chanting "You sold out," but then there was another group of the crowd that was chanting "This is awesome." So it's kind of funny how that is. We'll see. Elon Musk is the third man. Well, if Elon Musk is the third man, he's got to have the entrance music that I've made for him. Somebody donate the $55 Elon Musk Nazi donation. Or actually, it's not. Some people would call it the Nazi donation. I would call it maybe the My Heart Goes Out to You donation. The $55 Elon Musk Heart Goes Out to You donation.
Hope Cena does some crazy stuff. Saw someone post video of when Brock pushed guy in wheelchair down the stairs saying that was Cena with a muck kid. Smiley face.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, somebody did the Ukraine, America, Russia thing with the three of them the other night. That was funny too. Robbie Hyde, baby, with the super chat. By the way, Robbie Hyde has always been a listener of this show, and Robbie Hyde started a baseball channel, and now he has more subscribers than me, and his channel is popping. If you're into baseball, trust me, Robbie Hyde crushes the baseball content. Subscribe to Robbie Hyde. It rhymes. Everybody subscribe to Robbie Hyde. He's been supporting the show forever, and he's been a listener forever, and his channel is good if you like baseball. He's also a fellow Red Sox fan, and got the red hair too, so we love Robbie Hyde. Crazy. Robbie Hyde has built his channel up big time. Donate to me, Eddie. Eddie, what's up? Yeah, I mean, not that I want someone to have to drop a $55 donation, but listen, we want to hear Elon Musk theme song, then we'll drop it. The third man is Gene Hackman. I thought he was a mummy. Gene Hackman comes down from the ceiling with a mustache and his hair's on fire for some reason, and he lands on a throne, and then The Rock summons him up. Wouldn't it be amazing if the third man was The Undertaker and The Rock had him sell his soul to come back, and he's with The Rock, and it's The Undertaker, Rock, and John Cena? Oh my God. You don't have more subs than me, really? Well, I mean, you have more not dead subs. Let's put it that way. Oh yeah, you got 48,000. But yeah, but you know what? You have more. Your subs aren't dead. I have a lot of dead subs. 90% of my subs are dead. You know how I know that? Because every video I put out gets 700 to 2,000 views. Unless it's a short, then I get millions. I get hundreds of thousands of views. But yeah, if you look at Robbie, if you look at your average view video, your average view per video is like got to be 6,000, 7,000, and a lot of these have 12,000, 27,000, 17, 13, 18, 13, 12, and they're 10-minute videos. Yeah, so you're making $40 to $80 a maybe four. Oh, there it is.
This is Hitler.
Elon Musk. Oh my God.
Lichtet und der Verstein, klingen Stunden buntewein. Und es hilft jetzt dieses Trump. Elon Musk and Trump. Sing heil. Sing heil. Sing
Oh my God, you're not telling me that Elon Musk is the third damn man.
Sing heil.
He's coming down with The Rock in a Tesla. And look at that, Joe. He's just telling everybody that his heart goes out to them. What a caring man. I don't think that's what he's doing. My heart goes out to you.
You died last night, Joe.
AEW died last night. That was said so many times in the chat.
Oh my God, the prototype is here.
Wow, prototype. We have got to put prototype up on the board for that. We've got to, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the prototype. $55 dono is the biggest dono of the stream. Just to throw one more thing out there for the rest of the week. We did make the brand new $120 Trump bomb donation. So that is out there for this week, just for anybody that wants to know about the new dono. We made it in front of all you guys. But the prototype, man, thank you so much, bro. Thank you very much, prototype. You are the top dog now. You've taken over. DJ MacMundo donated $10. I think The Rock offers his assistance to Jay. He was the one who said that earlier. I don't think I shouted out your name. DJ MacMundo. Thank you so much for that $10 earlier. I don't think I said your name for some reason. So thank you. Thank you to Aaron Rowland. And earlier we had Travis, Leon, Leonard, Kitty Kisser, Sammy Bear King. You guys are beasts. And now the prototype takes over. Of course, that's also a reference to John Cena's first name. It's going to go back to being the prototype John Cena. Guillotine says Joe definitely has one of the best wrestling fan bases ever.
Can't believe baggy pants are back in style.
Right?
SMH.
Dude, you know what? That's exactly what I was thinking the other night when Travis Scott was in the ring. I was like, dude, Travis Scott is dressed like me from 2002. I dress just like that. So I love it, Zigga. I'm pretty happy, dude. Look at Travis Scott the other night. He's got those like almost Janko jeans, and so doesn't The Rock. Dude, The Rock's got the Elvis clothes on, and Travis Scott got the Jankos, it looks like. I mean, is it time to bring them back? Pretty pumped. They're all dressed like Hogan in the NWO. Look at that. Let's go. Spreading the sage on everybody. Zigga says, well, you still have the most originality in the wrestling sector. Can't take that away from you. Just adopt more cats. Yeah, you might be right. If I get some more cats, that might make me stronger, and I'll become the strongest bastard out there.
I had the finest in Gabu in Mecca in 02. Pure players.
Oh, yeah. Back in the day, Zigga. Yeah, back in the day, I had these big black Jenkos, big-ass black Jenkos. You had the wife beater. You know, I had more of a goth, I think, look, though. I had fishnets and shit. I mean, I looked like the Hardys before the Hardys ever showed up. Well, that was probably 97 or 98. You know, we all started kind of dressing a little bit like that. And then, you know, and then we were still wearing that shit even back when San Andreas came out. By the time San Andreas came out, I was still wearing that shit. A little bit. But I always changed what I looked like every second. I was always dressed differently. One day I'd be dressed like a football fan kid. The next day I'd be dressed like I'm a goth. And some other day I'd be dressed kind of like preppy. I'd go all over the place. I like just changing it up. I'm weird. My thing is that I'm weird because I like to change what I look like all the time. Whereas other people, it was like every day they're wearing black t-shirt, band shirt, black everything. Every day I look like a football jock. Every day I look like a preppy. Every day, and I don't know how to explain it, but like I like the idea of being like, oh, I'm gonna wear this today, and then today I'm gonna wear this, and I look like a different person. You almost look like a fake person because of that. But I don't know. I just like this. Some days I wear baggy pants and a t-shirt. Some days I like to wear a football jersey and regular jeans. Other days, I literally want to come to school with dyed green hair and fishnets. I don't know. That was me. I was just all over the place. Lugs. Woo wear. Yeah, I want to say it was like I think I had things like I had the Jenkos, FUBU, which was kind of ill looked upon. The FUBU was not looked upon great. But, you know, felt like a grown man as an 8-year-old wearing Carl KANE boots. Joe was every Spice Girl. Oh my God, bro. I was every Spice Girl. That's true. Maybe that's why I got along with all the groups in school. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's what it was. Like I was lucky that I got along with every group. Like the football players all had my back. I hung out with the band and goth dorks. I was one. Also the preppies like were awesome to me too. It's like I got along with every group. It was very lucky. A lot of kids don't. Some people get trolled by all of them. I was super lucky. Maybe that's why I got along with everybody, because I dressed like one of them every other day. Anyway, going back to what Sith Negan said, no doubt about it, John Cena becomes the 17-time World Undisputed Champion, defeating Cody in the main event, Night 2 of WrestleMania 41. I also think The Rock will present Cena with a new custom WWE Undisputed belt on Raw WrestleMania 41. Jacob Fatu will be the enforcer and hit man assassin for The Rock, and John Cena, a.k.a. Hollywood Elite, would work. Hollywood Elite, yeah. Or I thought Hollywood World Order, but I guess they could do Hollywood Elite, but do they really want to do Elite with AEW Elite? Or the Illuminati group? I don't know. Bianca Belair is the mastermind behind the attack if that's the route they go. And I think that Hail Fauci song you made a couple years ago is better than this Elon Musk song. Yeah, probably. But nobody donated the Hail Fauci song, so figure that out. Nobody gave a fuck about the Hail Fauci song. Although I think the Fauci song is probably better, yeah. But I mean, they're just silly songs anyway. I don't care. Thank you, Sith Negan, for sending that message. We've made a lot of things, but probably right. Let me see. There's been a lot of messages the last couple of days. Travis Scott's Doctor Strange. He did it for The Rock. Roman has to fit into this somehow. Yeah, he might be the guy that saves Cody, maybe.
If you smell what demonic
Oh, The Rock's here
Hollywood is
again.
cooking,
Here he is.
It's cooking babies, adrenochrome, brandy and Cody, your mix baby will do. So give me the both of you. The Rock wants your soul, then The Rock wants your roll. The Rock.
Why is the WWE YouTube channel playing bull riding right now?
I don't know what the hell they're doing. The WWE has some kind of partnership with a bull riding thing or something, and they were literally playing the bullfighting last night. I think during the pay-per-view or the PLE, and then or at least they did after the PLE. It was ridiculous. I think there was bull riding. Today at 11 o'clock, it said like 10 hours ago. So what is that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So at like midnight, as soon as the press conference ended, the bull riding came on to WWE YouTube. I mean, listen, I don't know if WWE understands how YouTube works if they're doing that. I don't think that WWE understands that when people subscribe to a channel, they really want a certain thing. A lot of people unsub to WWE's YouTube channel because they put out so much stuff that you get inundated with stuff and you don't like it. Also, sometimes there's so much stuff you don't want to see. So yeah, you can uncheck the boxes and stuff like that to not get alerts, and that does help it and you stay subscribed to the YouTube of WWE. But when all the time you're getting an alert that WWE's live and you're like, oh, what's going on? And it's bull riding. Oh, Leo Mercer, thank you so much. And here's the thing, the bull riding stuff is going on, and how many people are watching it? The WWE channel with like 100 million people subscribe to it. And there's like, 300 people watching the bull riding? And the comments are just full of people trolling it. So I don't know what kind of a coup was pulled off where they're getting money or something, or maybe they just are doing it to advertise the bull riding and it's their own thing anyway. I don't know. But what I do know is it just makes people irritated. Nobody starts buying your product. Nobody starts crossing over to the bull riding. It just kind of like makes people go, what? And normally on television stuff or somewhere else, or even if you had the WWE Network and they put the bull riding on the network and they said WWE Network is adding this promotion with bull riding, whatever, and you could go on the WWE Network and watch it. That's different because you can make the choice to check it out. But when you're just playing it all the time, people aren't really crossing over. They're not getting into it. You're really not selling anything. You're just making some people that like you already want to unsub your channel. Shit bum.
Did rodeo clowns come out in assless chaps?
No, but that would probably do better. This is real bull riding. You know? I'm sure there's a few people that are checking it out that like it, but it's not doing well. You know? It's just messing up their algorithm. And it's making it so when they do put stuff out, people don't see it as much. So when they do put something wrestling important out that they want people to see, nobody's seeing it. So if WWE wanted to do this, they should have created a secondary channel where they call it WWE YouTube Live. And WWE YouTube Live is live 24/7 almost all the time. And they could play anything they wanted, and they could do that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I understand what they're doing, and I get it. And maybe it's having the effect they want, but to me, it's a loss. It's not something you want to do. It's the wrong audience. It doesn't make sense. And some people hate bull riding for the torture of the animal. So I don't think it's a good idea for them to do it. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't care I don't know what they're making, money or whatever. I don't know. You're just making your subs upset. whenever I upload something that's not on topic, not everybody likes it. There's some people out there that like me, and they'll listen to me talk about a cereal box, and so that's really cool. Like if I made a video tomorrow that was like Joe Cronin reviews Honey Nut Cheerios, there'd be a lot of people that would check it out, but it wouldn't do that well. I would get, I don't know, I would get 300 to 800 views. But if I made a video called like My Honest Opinions on John Cena something, I mean, it would do, thousands of views. And I'm not talking about the unique viewers that find the video outside of my channel. I mean with my subs. There's a group of people that are like, whatever Joe is doing, I'll check it out because it might be funny. Or it might be something crazy. I'll watch it. But then 7 out of 10 of you guys, maybe 6 or 7 out of 10 of you guys are like, I don't really care when Joe does stupid videos, or what does this have to do? I'm here for his wrestling take. I don't care about the other stuff. So, 9 out of 10 or more of WWE people are there for the wrestling stuff. They're not there to see bull riding. So it's not going to go well. But, I don't know. There's probably a reason bigger than what I know that they're doing it. And I'm sure they know what they're doing more than me. But when it comes to YouTube, I just think that's a big mistake. Shout out to the Prototype for the top donation of this stream. They get more views if they aired bullfrogging, yeah. King Hueco Mundo, Joe Cronin reviews Popeye's chicken. I still want Popeye's chicken bad. But with my medical stuff that happened this week, I definitely should not have Popeye's chicken, but I want it. Gay Rodeo would pull in big ratings, yeah, especially if they called it that. Yeah, Stone Cold just had knee surgery, so I don't know if he could possibly be involved in this at all. Maybe, but he had knee surgery. I don't know. TNA's next TV deal should be a WWE YouTube. You might be right. Shout out to the Prototype, yeah. I would love to see women's rodeo. Yeah, now that might, hate to say it, but I mean, not hate to say it, but you got to say it. Women's bikini rodeo, that would do better. It would. That would be ridiculous too, but let's face it, you'd have at least 1,000 to 2,000 more viewers if it was bikini women's rodeo. BWR, bikini women's rodeo, it would crush. Make all the jokes you want. That would do well. Or do something. Or do better. Yeah, WWE is live right now with the Milwaukee Unleash the Beast Part 2. And they're playing the rodeo live on WWE YouTube right now. 1,000 people are watching. That's it. I'm live right now with almost 200 people watching. WWE's live and they got 1,000. WWE should be live with like 50,000. But, I mean, I don't know. WWE should just sign me and have me do this on their channel. That would do better. If I was doing what I'm doing right now, I mean, obviously I would have to be less vulgar and I'd have to be a little bit more reserved or whatever. But if I was doing what we're doing right now, where we were predicting things and talking about stuff and kind of keeping careful with what we do because it's still WWE, we're on the main channel. I mean, we would have, I would think, 5,000, 10,000 people watching as opposed to bull riding, taking calls, like doing the old Todd Pettingale call-in show, Live Wire on WWE YouTube channel, Live Wire. Give you a reaction to the John Cena turn. And we could literally play along or we could be breaking kayfabe, whatever you want. It would do better, by far. And you could probably sell ads on that. But no, they're playing bull riding. I hope they made a lot of money off that. Because it's weird. And the bull riding people aren't getting crap. A couple thousand people checked it out. I mean, I'm sure if you click on the numbers at the end of the bull riding show, so many people came in and then left, like, what is this? And left out of curiosity. But you can still say at the end of the stream, oh, yeah, you guys did great. We had over over 290,000 people tuned in to see it. Yeah, but most of those people left in 30 seconds. You know, you really only had 800 viewers that watched, you know, at least 15 minutes. So, but whatever. Some people don't understand how stats work, so they'll be like, oh, wow, cool. We'll give you another $500,000 for next year to do it. They don't know. Joe, you got to sell your soul. Awandi's here. Is there a WWE Women's Riding? I want to be under them when they're doing it. I bet you do. I bet you do, Awandi. Joe, how much is your soul? My soul is not worth much anymore. My, you know, after losing my job a couple of weeks ago, and after thinking that I had a job this week, and it looks like maybe I don't, my value is very far down, so I wouldn't take much to make me sell my soul. I probably would sell my soul at this point. You know, just give my family money and I'll die. You know, I don't care. At this point, I see my life as, you know, if I died in a car accident tomorrow, as long as my insurance is working, it's not really working well right now because I had a big insurance thing in my work, but I don't have that now. But once I buy insurance again, yeah, I could, you know, if they wanted to crash me in a car accident and then my family gets $1 million, $2 million, $500,000 in a life insurance policy and I'm dead, I almost think it'd be worth it. You know, I got to see my kids be, you know, at least 9, and things are not going well. So if I were to crash and die, you know, at least they would get taken care of, you know, and they would know they would know me and remember me. And there's so many videos on me and so many family videos, like they could always watch them. You know, everybody knows I love Star Trek. I love wrestling. You know, I love the movies I love are all here in the basement on DVD and stuff. You can learn a lot about Dad when Dad's gone. And another thing you learn about Dad is Dad bought a big insurance policy, and it paid for this house. So you really don't have to do too much going forward. You'll always have the place. So I think I could sell my soul for that $500,000 insurance policy, and I could go off a cliff or a ravine, and my family would be taken care of. And I think that yeah, if the devil was whispering in this ear and said, "Hey, I want to take care of your family, but all you have to do is drive off this ravine," you know, I might do it. Boycott Activision. It doesn't usually take me time. Boycott. I usually get things going like that. It's been weird. Plus, I didn't expect to be out of a job, so it's been a different time. It's been a weird time, but yeah. So it wouldn't take me much is the answer. Massachusetts sucks. Kind of does. But, you know, I usually get something every second. But I usually do it on my terms. I dictate my own terms. You know what I mean? Like, I plan things out usually. You know, I left a job that I was at for years that I was doing well at. I left it to go to somewhere bigger. And it was bigger. And when I started, it was great. And then they fired the person who put me there. And then they were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this whole thing." And they're like, "Oh, I don't know." Laid off. So, and I can't go back to the old place. And I was already struggling week to week because I took so much time going from one to the other that I lost commission. And then you got to wait for your commission to build up the next month, right? And so you guys remember, I was like living. So I'm in some, you know, I don't want to bring it up again, but you brought it up. I don't want to talk about it, but it's not good. Let's just say it's not good. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you making me think about it again. Like I'm just terrified is all. That's okay. And my gallbladder is killing me. I think the gallbladder is from the stress. Someone said that the other day. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. Anyway, prototype is funding things. What were we talking about before you brought up how scary my life is right now. Zigga said, did the rodeo clowns come out of assless chaps? That's what someone said something in the chat. I don't know. But yeah, WWE is still airing the bull thing right now. But there's only, like I said, there's only 1,000 people watching it. I think the bull riding people sold their soul to WWE. They were like, hey, you know, what do we have to do to get bull riding on the WWE YouTube channel? And WWE was like, well, you just have to kill 70 bulls and then, you know, I don't know, suck their udders or something. There it is. 1,000 people watching bull riding on WWE. I mean, there's people reviewing WWE that get more numbers than that. Hell, we had 800 people watching my review last night at one point. I used to have thousands of people watching my review. WWE puts bull riding on their channel. They got 1,000 people watching. Yet they have, what? How many millions of subs do they have? How many million subs does WWE have? Let's click on this. There's the bull riding. There it goes. WWE, 170 million subscribers. 107 million subscribers. And they've got 1,000 people watching a live stream. I've got almost 200 people watching me right now. They have only 800 more watching. Yet I have 74,000 subscribers. And they have 107 million. I mean, there is no way that you can think that that's not a fail. But whatever. If someone's making money and it's helping them out, I guess, you know, go, like, okay. Like, I got a bridge to sell you, too. Hey, bull riding. Hey, bull riding people, you want to come to my channel? I'll put you on my channel. You'll get, you know, you'll get 60 views live and a total of 500 to 1,000 views. What's that worth to you? You know? If 50,000 views that people click off of right away on WWE channel is worth whatever it is, you know, what's a couple thousand views from Joe Cronin? You know, you want to give me a couple $100 a month? Bull riding? Whatever the hell you are? Fucking torturing bulls? All right. I had to type something to somebody. I'm sorry. They should stream Taker versus Mankind on live. Yeah. Cena really looks like a Chinaman now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I should get into health insurance. I'll take anything, man. If anybody's out there that has a job opening, you can send it to me, or you can help. If you want to help me out, I'll take a look at what you got. I'll work anywhere. Mostly I would do sales, but I'll do, you know, whatever. But yeah, you can always reach out to me for sure. Oh no! Oh my goodness!
My name is KANE and I'm donating.
My God, that's death! Death is here!
Dan, I'm afraid I've got bad news for you.
Oh.
You and I are not scheduled to cross paths for another 47 years, 6 months, 4 days, at 10:30 a.m. My recommendation is for you to get hooked on heroin and enjoy the bleak ride.
Can you imagine if I was going to live another 47 years while hooked on heroin? How is that possible? Man, that would mean that I'm going to live to be 87. Not a bad time to die, especially if I was up early, right? I got up early, had a breakfast, started watching some Star Trek on TV and stuff, settled down, and then and the sun's out, and I'm getting sun, and I'm feeling good, the warm vibes of the morning, and it's going to be a great day. I would take that. I don't want to. I don't want to die, but I don't want my wife to go first. I selfishly don't think that I could take it. You know, and I kind of want whatever my wife wants. Like if Leah, but I think Leah's in agreement that she would do much better if I was dead than I would do if she was dead. I think if I died, potentially Leah could be sad and would miss me and stuff maybe, but she would be like, but I don't know, she wouldn't do as bad with it. She'd be like, okay, yeah, he died. He left me first, of course, the bastard. Like, she'd be like that. I don't know. She's got the cold Irish tone take. I would literally be in hysterics like every day. I don't think I would be bawling, shaking, crying. Like I wouldn't be right. I don't think I could even function right every day. So I do think that, you know, I think dying at the same time would be cool too, but that's really hard to happen unless there's like a tragedy, you know? So you don't really want that. But I mean, what's the dream that you both go to bed and you don't wake up, you know what I mean? You go in your sleep. But that does happen, but that's so rare. That's so crazy to think about. You know, me and Leah go to bed, you know, when we're 80 something years old. I don't think I'll make it to 87, but I appreciate it. If I can make it to 60, I think I'll be lucky. I'll be lucky to make it to 60. I'll take 70. 70 would be nice. 70, 80, let's go. I want to live forever, though. Like, let's go. Until I'm, like, ridiculous. I don't want to be crippled old man crapping my pants. You know, I want to live and be like 70-something playing virtual games. Like, this is great. This is playing games at 70. That's what I want to do. But the way things are, I don't think I'm going to make that. So I'll take whatever. I'll take another 20 years. It'd be so great. I'll take it. But, yeah, I would not want to go first. God, it would be a mess. That would be some evil shit. He didn't slice his throat. He cut his chin and left the prototype. I don't have many friends, so no one would care if I went. I just live for my kids. Well, your kids would care, you know, just like my kids would care. Ed's View. Our old friend Ed's View. Sub Joe, in my opinion, Cena turning heel felt forced. I don't care what everyone's narrative is. Cena helped celebrate Cody at WrestleMania 40. Well, I guess it wouldn't be forced though, Ed's View, if he's under a spell. So if there was some kind of spell that they put on John Cena with the sage or whatever the hell Travis Scott was doing and The Rock with his voodoo thing, then it would be forced because he forced it with some kind of a voodoo spell. That's why it felt forced. But it also could just be that John Cena was sick of it. He was, you know, Cena helped Cody. Cena's done so many good things over the years. He's finally had enough. You know, I'm doing this for me now. I did this for everybody all the time. How many championships did I not win because I did it for other people or because I cared about other people? How many selfless acts I've lined up more selfless acts than anybody in this company in the history of this company. Between flying here to see this, flying here to see that, flying there to do that, company man here, there, left, right, and everywhere. Well, now it really is my time. You know, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I don't feel that way. I'm glad I don't feel like you because that would hurt this whole thing. But I feel very much like it makes sense in many different ways. So, yeah, I guess I don't feel like it's forced. It's a little weird. You know? Voodoo, New Orleans go hand in hand, says the prototype. Yeah, see? And they're going to New Orleans. I don't have a lot of friends right now either. I have all you guys, so I have a lot of people that I know online. I could probably go to any state or any country, and somebody there knows me and would come help me. That's pretty cool. So I do have a lot of friends in a way, but I don't have a lot of personal friends either. Prototype. Cena turned heel, he could fix the bald spot. That's a great point. They should do that. They should put some stuff on there. The Rock gave Cena back his hair. Rock doesn't have hair. Rock doesn't need hair. That's the same voodoo that would have helped beat the Chiefs. Then Cena shouldn't have helped Cody win at WrestleMania 40. Well, I mean, at that time, though, Ed, he might have been... he obviously thought that was the right thing to do at the time. You know, at WrestleMania 40, John Cena thought that was the right thing to do at the time because he always did the right thing. But now he's decided that wasn't getting me anywhere. You know? So whether it's a voodoo hex, which he's not even in control of what he's doing then. So if this thing's a voodoo hex, he's not in control of what he's doing. But if it's not a voodoo hex and it's John Cena in control of himself and he decided, like, screw this, I'm out for me now, well, then it's just he changed his mind. He decided, you know what? Dude, this happens in real life all the time. You know, you do something good for somebody else and suddenly they get some big award, but it was your idea, but you gave it to them, or things like that. You let somebody cut you for a second. Or how about when you're driving down the street and you let somebody go? You're like, oh, go ahead. I'm going to stop and let this guy out. The guy gets out. You guys start driving, and then he makes it through a green light or a red light. He's going slow at first, and so you have to slow down. Then he goes through the light, and then you get stuck at the red light. And then you get stuck at some crazy thing, and someone hits the crosswalk thing. And now you're like, oh, my God, all because I let that guy out. And suddenly your brain changes a little bit, and you're kind of mad you let him out. You're like, I should have just kept going. He would have gotten out after. Now I'm stuck at this fucking light. That happens in real life all the time. That's what happened with Cena. Cena, like, hey, I'm a good person. I always do the right thing. But you know what? Well, after the last year of losing and not being able to get to Mania, I got to do something for me. This is ridiculous. I'll give you my soul, Rock. He's desperate. Or he's under a voodoo spell and he doesn't even know what he's doing anyway. It's one of those two things. You know? Joe, let's plan a New Orleans trip for you. Oh, my God. I can't even. There's no way. A New Orleans trip, I mean, dude. I have 15 days to make $2,000. Like, there's no way I could go to New Orleans. Even if I had a free ticket to WrestleMania and a free ticket to, like, on the plane. Like, I'm so behind in my bills right now, I can't take a day off. As soon as I'm done with this show right now, I'm going to do another job, you know? And then I'm going to go back to looking for another job. So I'm going to be doing, I do 3 things all day. Like, I'm going to, drive fucking Uber. So I don't think I can. I can't really do that. I don't think, man. I would. I mean, like, I haven't been doing anything for years because I've been kind of like living month to month. But good Lord, yeah, I don't think I could. Wait a minute, WrestleMania is not in New Orleans, is it? That's next year. Are you talking about next year? I mean, I don't know. Maybe next year, but I doubt it. Maybe if things turn around and if things don't go south, maybe I could do New Orleans. But I don't really do anything anymore because I can't. You know, I don't even really go to the movies. Remember the last time I saw a movie was because people were dropping bombs one weekend or whatever, and I made some good sales at work, and then people were dropping bombs one weekend, and then so I took the family to Sonic. I took everybody to Sonic. We all went to Sonic because of the donators. I made a couple of sales, big roof sales or whatever, and then that weekend there was like bombs dropping on the show, and I was like, well, okay, we can go to Sonic. I went to Sonic that week because of YouTube and because of my job. So, I mean, God, I hadn't gone to a movie in forever. I love movies, but you know how much it is to go to a movie with the family? It's like you get food and snacks, or you even just get popcorn in the tickets. The funniest thing is sometimes when I go to the movies, we have a movie theater obviously near us. When I go to the movie theaters, sometimes nobody checks anything. So like, there's been times where like the whole family shows up. We're all there to see a movie. It costs like $100. And then you get there and you walk in and there's some people behind the things for the food. And then there's no ushers. And there's nobody at the check-in thing at the front. And you just walk in, look around. You go up and get popcorn and then you turn and you go into the movie theater. And you're like, I could have just walked in here. Like, I could have definitely not paid for anything and just come in here. Now, there are the time we went to Sonic, the last one, because we went to Beetlejuice too. So Beetlejuice, we walked right in. Nobody was there. Nobody was there. We could have saw Beetlejuice for free. No reason. And that was like the third time that happened, where I'm like, oh my God, why do I buy tickets? But I have to buy them because I don't want the movie theaters to go out of business. You know what I mean? Like if I was rich, I would like triple buy stuff because I want the theaters to stay in business, or maybe invest in the theaters or something like that. Like, you know, Elon Musk is into buying a lot of things. I would love to float that idea to him too. Like if Elon Musk is ever listening to this stream, Elon, if you're out there, we need you to create X cinemas. Think about it. Elon-esque cinemas or Elon Musk cinemas. I don't know if he'd want to do it because now people like attack Tesla companies and stuff and they hate whatever. But I mean, Elon is somebody that could do it. He could save movie theaters. And listen, if I was Elon, I wouldn't be probably as narcissistic. So I would say, you know what? I'm not gonna open up my own movie theater industry, because if I call it X cinemas, there'll be a lot of people that hate my cinemas because they'll just hate it because they hate me or whatever. So I would try to be more selfless, and I would say, okay, I'm not going to open up my own cinemas because then people will be all grumpy. But what I would do is either secretly or on the side, I would reach out to all the companies, Showcase Cinemas, Regal Cinemas, whatever the cinemas are called. There's a bunch of them. I would reach out to all of them and I would say, I'm going to help fund you guys. Because America loves movies, America loves cinema, and movies are as American as apple pie, and we can't lose movies. So I'm going to invest, millions of dollars in the cinemas, in your company, whatever. And I would just buy a lot of them, in that way, like invest, so that they could keep run efficiently, and, kind of, sort of save the cinemas. I don't know. Because a lot of them are closing, and I would want to get them to reopen. Hey, we're going to reopen cinemas. Oh, we couldn't do it. We'd lose money if we reopened. We wouldn't start recouping money for a year, maybe. Well, I'm funding that, so that's what I would do if I was Elon Musk, or I had the money of Elon Musk. I would definitely do that. And if Elon has to put X on it and make his own cinemas, all right, I understand. But anything just to get cinemas or just to get movie theaters. We don't want to lose them. Bring back drive-in theaters. Now, I know that I'm selfishly going to say this. I have a big drive-in movie theater 8 minutes up the road. 8 minutes up the road, guys. Fried dough, the best food. Every summer, we drive over. Boom. When I used to live in Quincy, it was about a 45-minute drive to get to it, maybe an hour. So one time when I lived in Quincy, we drove the hour out to the drive-in movie theater. And I think only Gavin, my son, was born. But when we moved out of Quincy and we moved here, I went, oh my God, that drive-in fucking movies is right up the street. It's like not far. It's like 10 minutes. So when you say bring back drive-in movies, I agree. Those are fucking great. And I think some people are bringing them back. Dude, they do all kinds of stuff like Taylor Swift night and like playing classic movies all the time, and it does really well. So I think a lot of places could bring back those things. They filmed an Adam Sandler movie at it, or at least a scene. Scam Tune says, remember dollar theaters? Yeah. We had one kind of in Quincy. It was $2. The Prototype says Cena will lose the title to Punk at Mania in New Orleans. Wow. Scam Tune says, I don't want to spend $15 on a movie ticket. 2 weeks later, it's on Netflix. You know, I do. I do sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time. But sometimes I do. I love movies. I really love going to the movies. I love it so much that I'll pay. I would pay for it. If I have the money, I would pay for it. Obviously, if I don't have the money, I'm not going to do it now as a 40-year-old. But as a 25-year-old, if I had a job, I didn't have kids, I would throw money. I would waste money going to the movies because I love it. I love going to the movies. And there are some movies I don't go. And I mean, I've got a projector in my basement. I mean, go get a projector, guys. For $200 to $400, you can get a really good projector. For as little as $200, you can get a pretty good projector. And you get the screen. The screen's about $100. So that's $350 right there. For about $400. And then if you can get surround sound, if you already have speakers, great. If you don't, go get a receiver. Get a $300 receiver, and then go get a speaker system. $1,000 really though for good speakers. I mean, you're looking at that might cost you a little bit. The speakers are what going to cost you, but those are the most important thing. Subwoofer and speakers. I mean, so if you really want to have a movie theater in your basement, I was so lucky that I won a speaker system. I won a surround sound system for free about back in 2016 at my job, 9 years ago now. So I brought the speaker system here to the house, and I had the screen, and so it didn't really cost anything. It was like $200. That was it. $200 for a projector, and it's better than I watch most things in the basement. Because rather than go upstairs and watch something on the $300 LCD, you know, I would rather watch it in a theater setting because of the surround sound. Because the sound environment makes things so much more alive. Even though the picture is technically maybe a little dimmer and crappier because it's not like an OLED or a nice LED HD bright screen. But sound is more important to me, I think, than that exact picture. So it really... that's something to do if you really want to do that. Yeah, there's some fires in South Carolina right now. Somebody just sent me that. That's pretty crazy. It's like we're under attack, bro. Every second there's something crappy, goofy happening. To stick it to Tony Khan, Sith Negan thinks, the elite, the Hollywood elite. Hollywood elite would be a fun thing to stick it to Tony Khan. Wow. Imagine that. If they really did that for that. Would they really want to stick it to Tony Khan? I don't know. Joe, was last night's stream like the old days? I mean, last night's stream was weird. It was like we didn't really have a lot of people calling, so that was weird. Not a lot of people called last night. Not a lot of people were on Discord. You know, the donations were pretty good, but, you know, for a show with 800 people, a lot of times they would be like endlessly going, and they weren't endlessly going. You know, it was about like, you know, like maybe like $150, $180, something like that. So that was weird. Like that stuff was all down, but the views were up last night like crazy. We had 800 people watching at one point, so the views were up quite a bit last night, and we gained about 100 subs. So it was kind of like a throwback show last night. So it was a pretty big show. I mean, John Cena turned heel, right? Pretty big. But yeah, it was kind of like that. But I think a lot of people were tired and went to bed. They were like, oh, but normally we would have been doing Monetize This last night. But yeah, it was sort of like weird. Nobody was calling on Discord. Nobody was really calling the phone line. So that's another reason why I was like, well, I'm going to do another stream today. And I'm going to do another one maybe tonight too, because I just want to hear from everybody. I know people are working. People are going to bed. You know, they got stuff to do. Like, not everybody can be around for everything. A lot of people watched the whole show and then saw what happened and went, oh my God. And then they were like, well, I'm going to go to bed now. I'm tired. I've been watching this all night, you know, or they stopped in for a half an hour and then they took off, you know? So yeah, it was definitely the biggest show for me of the year as far as like views, I think. So views wise, we were way up. You know, back in the day though, we would have gotten like thousands of subs. There would have been endless calls coming in where I couldn't stop. The phone lines wouldn't shut up. You know, or Discord was loaded with people. I couldn't get to everything. You know, donos kept playing, so I'd have to pause them because they just were crazy. That didn't really happen last night. So I wouldn't say it was a throwback that bad, but it was a very, you know, busy. It was busy compared to normal. It was bigger, for sure. But I wouldn't say it was like exactly a throwback. Yeah, it's a hard world out there. Everyone's working 2 jobs. Everyone's fighting to, you know, survive out there. The world is in a recession. Like, everything is rough, dude. You can tell, you can feel it. You know, you can see it everywhere. It's really hard. It's really rough right now. So a lot of people too. It's like people are like, I'm getting up to go to my other job on Sunday morning, you know, so they got to go to bed. So yeah, it's not the same as it was a few years ago. Hopefully things will start changing, but I don't know, man. I think I don't know. We might be heading towards, let's just have a war. You know? Am I going to watch the Oscars? No. No way. Watch the Oscars? Watch the Oscars. Are you out of your mind? Hello?
Your mom's here.
Oh, your mom's here. What's going on up there? Oh, she hung up on me. Fuck. Oh, I got to go help my mom with something. Shit. I didn't expect that. I'm living in a car. Veritas. Yeah, see? You're living in a fucking car, bro. Everyone's screwed right now, dude. We did get some weird callers last night, Ed's View. If you do listen to the show from last night, we did get some weird callers, man. Yeah, we really did. Yeah, there's some kind of sacrifice going on. All right, baby. Guys, I almost don't want to go, but I am going to go. I'm going to be back tonight again. I'm going to be making some videos. I'll be back tonight. Death, thank you for the donation. Zigga, thank you. If anybody wants to donate, Streamlabs, it's pinned to the top. Feel free to donate real quick. Do it now if you got to do it. Super Chat, become a member. We'll be live tonight. I'm going to put out a couple of videos as well. They're coming. Look for those. If you're on Patreon, you're going to get the alerts to everything when I'm live, what I'm doing, all the behind-the-scene crap. Me and Luke Rojas got a podcast on Patreon coming up. It's going to be available for members, too. There's going to be a members-only stream. You're going to get that as well. Look for that. And I'll be live, I think, tonight with you guys again, maybe for an hour or more. Well, certainly if there's anything else that comes through, I'll play those as well. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, but we're, for the most part, going to wrap it up. I'm going to go help my mom. I got to talk to her about a couple things and help her out. And so I'm going to go help my mom. Bring Mama on with some love. You can listen to the podcast with me and my mother on Patreon, actually. If you ever want to listen to the podcast with me and my mom, it's on Patreon, and it's pretty good. It's like an hour. Just type in Joe Cronin Mom, I think. Yeah, Prototype, you might know, man. You might know. I'm sorry to everybody. Everybody's struggling right now, no doubt. I hope. Are you really in your car, though, man? That sucks. That's like Dork Night. I might be in my car soon. Imagine that. Kids are with. I don't know where the family would go, but I'd be in the car.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh shit, Jimmy.
I'm attracted to trans men. Can you be one?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you can do like 10 grand a month, I will be your trans man. 10 grand a month, I'll do it. I might do it for 8 grand a month, to be honest. I'll walk around with you dressed that way. I'll do anything you want almost. I mean, no butt stuff though. That's 20 grand a month, but everything else it's on the table, Jimmy. It's on the table, Jimmy, no doubt about it. WWE could have hired me and then I'd be taken care of, but no. Michael Cole thinks I swear. Thank you for the donations, man. I appreciate it. Love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you tonight. Shout out to the top donator, man. He is 100% the Prototype. Thank you to Prototype. $55 was the top dono. Lots of people donated, but the Prototype comes out, it looks like, on top. Let's hear from Road Dogg. And one last time, let's hear about Cena.
Those are two different things.
They are.
Is understandable. Who has
nothing I didn't deserve. That's what he got from Bubba Ray.
Okay. Thank you for being honest, Joe. But Joe has quite the social media following as well, and so me and Joe have been good friends and good foes for a while now.
Isn't that the wrestling business?
Yeah. And
friends and foes, it comes back around.
I feel like he you know what I mean?
Effing this and son of that. Or either I know more than I need to, but he does a lot of it, and he's really good, but he cusses a ton, and so it's like I actually sent one of his to Michael Cole, and Michael Cole's like, God darn, you can't. Half of his stuff is effing this and son of that, and so anyway,
double-edged sword. I like what I'm hearing. Also, I understand.
Yeah, I like what I'm hearing. No way in hell we can hire him.
Without Cody Rhodes' damn soul. And Cody Rhodes is focused on WrestleMania. See this? He's got more important things to worry about. What the hell is... Wait a minute! Oh, what the hell? What? What in the hell is going on? John... The Rock just made some kind of signal to John Cena. Oh, they're gone. What the hell is going on? It's Cena.
thugonomics. But this ain't a throwback, it's a twisted kind of homage. Y'all forgot who I was, let me jog your memory. The doctor's back, but this time it's for the legacy. I'm untouchable, but y'all still feeling me loose. Been once since 2018, now I'm paying my dues. But I don't lay down, now I rise and refuse. You see the feet, I see the fire reigniting my shoes. It's my time now, but the clock's running out. This the last time is now, so I'm going all out. No more hustle, respect's out the door with the grind. Loyalty to myself, I'm done falling behind. Y'all wrote me off, said I couldn't hang in this game, but every loss I took just fueled the rage in my veins. I ain't your hero, I ain't your savior no more. I'm the cold steel truth, and I'm settling scores. You can't see me, now you're just blinded by fear. But the last thing you'll see is me standing right here. This my farewell tour, so I'm taking my bow. I'm done waiting for my time, the last time is now. Yeah, the last time is now, you hear that sound? It's the end of an era when I lay you down. No coming back, no second rounds. This is my final shot, and I'm taking the crown.
Oh, God! What the hell has The Rock done to Cena?
I used to fight for the kids, I used to smile in pain, but now I fight for myself. I'm off the chain. You chant, Cena sucks, yeah, you made that clear, but you'll miss me when I'm gone, so shed that tear. I'm the franchise, baby, the face that you hate, but without me in this ring,